Here we go once again, ladies and gentlemen. 8 rounds. This in the light heavyweight division, presented by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions in association with World of Boxing Promotions. The 3 judges scoring at ringside: Kermit Bayless, Chris Flores, and Chris Migliore. And with the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Robert Hoyle. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue with black, he weighed in officially 171 1/2 pounds. In 8 professional fights, his record stands at 4 victories, 1 defeat, 3 bouts, even with 1 win coming by way of knockout. From Las Vegas, Nevada, here is Clay Collard. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing navy with green, he weighed in 174 1/2 pounds. In 2 professional fights, he stands perfect with 2 victories, both wins by way of knockout. Here's the undefeated light heavyweight out of Indio, California, by way of Shoembek, Uzbekistan, Bektemir Melikuziev.
Okay, gentlemen, we went over the instructions in the dressing room. As you can see his navel. The belt line here is a low blow. Here is a low blow. Okay? Give me a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Beck the Bully versus Cassius Clay. Surprised more people didn't pack the house for this one.
Cassius Clay, I like that. Louisville Lip, we're gonna call this guy the Castle Dale Lip.
Clay Collard in the black and blue trunks. Hopefully he doesn't look black and blue after a couple rounds. Beck the Bully in the yellow and dark blue. Melikuziev, trained by Joel Diaz, and that's all you need to know about a fighter if you're wondering if he's good or not.
Yeah, Joel Diaz, excellent trainer. He trains a lot of Uzbekis, fighters from Uzbekistan with a lot of amateur pedigree. Most of them southpaws, as you can see with Bektemir here, the Bully. He's a southpaw, nice and calm.
We mentioned Collard's MMA experience, a total of 26 pro fights, including 4 with the UFC. He was actually supposed to fight a UFC bout in August, but had to pull out of that for unspecified reasons. There's a left hand. Got to watch out for that one.
Oh yeah, nice body shot by Melikuziev. There's another one, left hand. He's setting up an overhand left right there.
Bit of an odd stance for Beck the Bully. What do you make of that left arm, forearm almost being held up like a shield?
Keep him up.
You don't see that.
Well, he has nothing to fear coming back from Collard, so that's why he's just aiming for the body, but he's trying to set up for something big up top. As you can see, Collard's already covering the right side of his body. He doesn't want to get hit. There's what I was looking for.
But usually you have 2 hands up like this. He's got his front hand out like this. Well, we're on TV, no one can see me, obviously. He's got his, you see how he's holding his right arm. It's a bit strange, is it not? As he gets with a hit with a left hand.
Well, it's bad technique. I mean, whenever it comes to boxing, it's technique first. It's technique, power, speed. And that's the reason that's at the top of the pyramid.
Just over a minute to go here in round number 1, light heavyweight division. Clay Collard in his 9th pro fight. That body shot hurt him. That hurt Collard as he backs up to the ropes.
He backed up, but he didn't take a knee. It's not going to take much for him to take a knee.
Let's see how good of a closer Melikuziev is. His last fight was done in just over 2 minutes. Another body shot.
Even when you block those body shots, they still have an effect, especially if they have that lingering pain from the clean body shot earlier.
A southpaw left to the body. That's what he loves to throw.
Here comes the bell. Here comes the bell. Time!
Both of Beck's wins have been highlight reel body shot KOs. So put that feather in your cap, Sergio, as we prepare for round 2. Does Collard make it out of this round?
He's tough, I'm telling you. Yes, I believe. He's never been knocked out, Todd, so yes, I believe he takes the shots upstairs really cleanly, and that's the reason I think Melikuziev is aiming at the body so much, because he knows these guys could take it really, they could take it a lot upstairs.
Now left to the jaw. Collard trying to keep that right arm down to protect his body, and now Melikuziev going to the face.
That's what he should do, but at the end of the first round, I saw that Melikuziev was breathing a little heavy. He put a lot of power behind those body shots, so I would think he needs to alternate the power and speed in this round. Set up those power shots. Like I said, Collard's never been stopped, so you got to set up those power shots. It's an 8-round fight. Extend the power.
Apart from one pro boxing match in 2017, all of Clay Collard's fights have come this year. He's already fought 7 times in 2019. And we can't get you to fight once a year. What's going on, Sergio?
Okay, and he landed a good, clean left hook right now, Collard did. Now, activity is one of the most important things in boxing, aside from, of course, knowing how to fight. But if you can stay active, even the most average fighter can be really sharp because you're just up there in the lights and you don't really have time to get ring rust. So that's the case here with Collard.
Melikuziev was the Uzbekistan flag bearer during the closing ceremonies of the 2016 Olympics. That's how much he's respected in his country as he lands another left. He's won medals at the Olympics, World Amateur Championships, Asian Championships, Uzbek National Championships. You name it, he's won it. Nice left hand. It was a jab from Collard, and then he eats a body shot.
No jabs from Melikuziev. As much amateur pedigree as he has, I don't see many jabs trying to set up the power shots.
He's 5'9.5", Sergio. Looks like he could probably cut down to 168 if he needed to or wanted to.
It looks that way. He's a little soft around the shoulders and the torso area. A nice body shot right there. He's been landing that shot. Now he's getting angles. See, Melikuziev getting angles now. If you can get that from the southpaw angle, that's when you start hurting your opponent by the element of surprise.
And he actually threw a right hand, almost exclusively left-handed through the first 2 rounds here tonight.
Melikuziev keeps his mouth open when he breathes. That could be very dangerous. If you get caught with a left hook, he could break your jaw if you have your mouth open like that. You got to bite down on your mouthpiece.
Every time Collard throws a right hand, Beck the bully catches him with a left. Round 3 scheduled for 8 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. A man who is nicknamed Cassius Clay. Melikuziev now living in the Indio, California area, training with Joel Diaz alongside his former amateur teammates, Shakram Giasov and Murtajan Akhmadadiev.
Good body shot.
Thudding blow. At least Cassius Clay Collard's being a little more aggressive now. And you know what they say, in order to beat a bully at school, what do you do, Sergio?
You got to beat up the bully.
You got to go right at him.
You would know nothing about that, Todd.
That is correct.
It's easier said than done. And usually, people that beat up bullies aren't bullies. They aren't tough guys. They're nice guys. And that's what we're seeing here, if we see it from Collard.
He's a nice guy?
He's a tough guy, that's for sure.
Walks right into that left-handed Clay.
I like the foot movement by Melikuziev. He's giving angles now. The only thing I'm not liking by Melikuziev, he's not using his jab enough, and he's keeping his mouth open when he breathes. Other than that,
is that fatigue, though, or is that just the way he fights?
No, I would have to say it's fatigue because he wanted to get his man out early with those body shots and put too much power behind him, and now he's catching his breath, but I don't like the way he keeps his mouth open. I love that angle, though. I love these angles. Anytime you get the foot movement from the southpaw angle, anytime you get that angle, you got to attack from there. Just like that.
There's another body shot, left to the body. Collard has eaten about 6 or 7 of those. Oh, look at Collard fighting back. You gotta love it. Best punch of the fight. He's been getting beat up, Sergio. But like you said, he is tough.
I'm telling you right now, I'm breaking down the numbers I called it. I knew that he was going to be tough. His 5 losses are, he has losses with undefeated fighters. Even his draw.
He only has 1 loss.
No, 1 loss, I'm sorry. But every time he steps up, he never gets stopped, that's my point. Even his draws are with unbeaten fighters. That tells me he's as tough as they make him.
So a better round for Collard.
Melikuziev loading up on every shot. He's not setting up anything with the jab, and you get this a lot whenever you're dealing with fighters with not that much experience. When they're starting off, you think everything has to be powerful instead of setting it up. It's a learning experience, but he's going to find out. The bully's going to find out real quick. He needs to set up those power shots. See, every shot is with bad intentions right there, and Collard is getting used to that strength, that power. He's not alternating in speed, not alternating in power. He's not fooling them.
And Melikuziev is wide open after throwing these power shots. That unorthodox looking stance. Collard backed up again. Oh man. Collard looks like he could go down at any second, but is refusing to do so, at least so far.
If Melikuziev would double up on any side of the body, I think he would be forced to take a knee, Collard.
What kind of fighters is Melikuziev going to have trouble with? What kind of styles going forward?
Well, I haven't seen enough so far, but right now, anytime a fighter could come back with a sharp counter punch, he's going to have trouble with, because Melikuziev keeps his chin up and his mouth open. So any quick counter puncher will catch and counter that. He keeps his hands down as well, so he can just punch at his chest or his torso area and control him.
Boy, there it was. You could see it coming. You could feel it coming.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So Collard is up.
You want to go?
But the right side of his body in serious trouble of failing him as this Uzbek just continues to fire away. That'll do it. Play the music. Beck, the bully, with his 3rd straight KO.
22 seconds, round number 4. Referee Robert Hoyle steps in, puts a halt to this bout for your winner by TKO. He is still undefeated. Back the bully, Melikuziev.